Yo, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is June and I'm a videographer of sorts. If you're coming back, thank you. Thank you for sticking around for these past 2 weeks. It's been a crazy growth in the channel, so I'm glad you guys are all here and I'm so appreciative of your support and time. It seems like the last 2 videos I did that are similar to this one, which are just kind of like talking points or discussions, have done well and people have been engaging, and I've been very energized and happy to engage with people about these topics and hearing people's opinions and inputs. So welcome back to another one of these talks. If you watch this one, I really hope you can find someone to engage with in the comments below. I really wish this can grow into a space maybe one day for discussion and civil disagreement, or a place to build upon ideas, a network where people can lean upon one another. Anyways, let's get to the topic. This is an idea I've been mulling over, and the basic idea is stop creating, start expressing. This has to do with finding happiness through video, because though we might forget because of what we see online or because of the demands of making this a career, there are some of us that truly love what video can do for us rather than video itself. I don't know if this will resonate with you, but I find a lot of similarities between this little video thing we do and love. And like love, I feel like it would be ridiculous to say that we seek inspiration or need to plan to love. That would, in effect, make love conditional or, in a sense, manufactured. Isn't it so difficult to define where love comes from, why we love? And though it may be possible to articulate through behavioral patterns and psychological needs or sweeping phrases, doesn't that make love seem so much smaller than it actually is? Doesn't it take away from the beauty of it? And with videos, I feel like it's the same thing. Why is it that we feel as though we must seek out inspiration or wait for inspiration to hit? Why must something external compel us into action? Why do we need to watch someone's work on YouTube, Vimeo, Netflix, etc.? Since when did creation become an active thing rather than a passive extension and manifestation of expression? How did something so personal and natural become something so dependent on planning and scheduling, where we need to bring it back and have to tell ourselves, let's be more intentional? I feel like my best work comes from hours of pining over an idea, brainstorming, refining, revisions. But my favorite work comes from the tiniest spark of joy. It comes from a mindless pursuit of capturing and giving form to an emotion or an idea. The listless yet rapid movements of capture and editing, when it takes less than 2 hours to find a suitable song, when it's entirely effortless. October 2019 has been a blast. We kicked it off with your first lottery ticket and celebrating with ice cream. So practically, what does this all mean? I think we need to sit on what attracted us to video in the first place. For some, that might be the art form itself, from the inception of an idea to the execution of it. Others, a particular lifestyle they associate with this notion of filmmaking, whatever that may be. And for the majority, the profound impact that can be had through storytelling. For myself personally, however, I was attracted to what was in front of my lens. I needed to capture it. There was no story to tell because it was simply an impulse to preserve what was in front of my eyes. And at other times, it was a method of communication to the people I love. When I tell myself to stop creating and start expressing, in effect, it simply means to seek out more things I love. Whether that be a hobby, a relationship, or a new chapter in my life, I simply need to pursue more of life's little joys. And in that pursuit will come these hills and valleys of joyous occasions and periods of immense sadness and difficulty, which is all material for me to condense and express and learn from through video. And alternatively, if we began with an attraction to storytelling, it's adjusting that mindset ever so slightly. Prioritize telling a story that will resonate with you rather than others. Since I still want an element of practicality to all of this, why does any of this matter? I think for me, working through this gives me clarity on how I want to continue my career. It made it very obvious to me that I came into video and continue to do video for reasons that do not align with making video a career. And by shifting my focus from pieces of work that would further my career or pay the bills, it allowed me to focus on little videos that brought me more joy in life. It urged me to try and live a richer life. It made me realize that my larger purpose in life does not necessarily require video. Video can simply be a thing I do for fun when I need to express myself or convey a message to someone I need to reach out to. But let's say that I still wanted to make this a career. If that were the case, I think realizing the joy of expression would influence the trajectory of the type of work I want to do. I think it would lead me to capturing more weddings or family content, perhaps. Or it would motivate me to work towards getting a job at an agency that works on more emotion-driven commercials. Or perhaps it would have led to a pivot away from the advertising space into the traditional filmmaking space, where I could contribute to the telling of beautifully crafted stories. Anyways, those are my thoughts on this. Hopefully they make sense. I'd love to hear your input on any of the things I said, or maybe you interpret stop creating, start expressing completely differently. Maybe you would personally change that statement and word it differently. Are you happy with the trajectory of your career? Do you think you need to reassess after thinking about this? What got you into video? What do you enjoy about this tool and art? All things I'd love to hear. And as always, thank you for your time. Be healthy. Bye.